Leaner cabinet reflects prudence, enhances efficiency. Hello and good afternoon. I'm Amin Carlos and you're watching News on 2. Well, after more than a month being on the run from the authorities, Sungai Besar UMNO Division Chief Datuk Sri Jamal Mad Yunus has finally been caught by the Indonesian police. This was confirmed by Home Affairs Minister Tan Sri Muhyiddin Yassin. Well, in a statement released by the Home Ministry, Tan Sri Muhyiddin said the Indonesian police arrested Datuk Sri Jamal around 6:15 p.m. yesterday. And he also said that they have also contacted the Malaysian police to coordinate the process of his return to the country. Datuk Sri Jamal was reportedly missing after being charged at the Ampang Puteri Specialist Hospital on May 25th for causing public nuisance by smashing beer bottles with a hammer in front of the main gate of the Selangor State Secretariat building on October 5th last year. He is also under investigation for several other cases, including the Firearms Act in 1960. In another development, Home Minister Tan Sri Muhyiddin has confirmed that a committee has been set up to urgently solve the issue of more than 200,000 applications for citizenship that had been pending due to various issues. Well, he said this will also solve the issue of delayed birth registrations involving those living in the rural areas of Sabah and Sarawak. Tan Sri Muhyiddin said the committee will be capable of resolving some of the outstanding applications in 2 weeks and present the citizenship to those who are qualified.
Mereka ini akan kita maklumkan dan kita akan sampaikan dokumen kewarganegaraan pada mereka itu insyaAllah dalam tempoh yang tidak berapa lama lagi. Ini sebagai proses langkah pertama kerana saya percaya mereka ini sudah lama berada di Malaysia, memang pun sepatutnya mendapat kewarganegaraan, tetapi kerana mereka tidak dapat menyempurnakan beberapa perkara sebagaimana yang dikehendaki dalam perlembagaan, maka itu ada isu-isu yang tertangguh. Ini boleh dapat kita selesaikan.
He said this to reporters after a working visit to the National Registration Department in Putrajaya. Now, the new government's cabinet unveiled yesterday reflects a leaner lineup comprising a more diversified background capable of injecting new hope and public confidence in steering the country ahead. And with 25 ministries, the leaner cabinet is also in line with the Pakatan Harapan government's move to reduce spending in time that the nation was mired in hefty debt. Now, describing the new cabinet as clean, competent and compact, Azli's Center of Public Policy Studies Chairman Tan Sri Ramon Navaratnam said a smaller team also set to have more advantage as the ministers will be able to coordinate closely in their works, hence cutting down on bureaucracy. And Tan Sri Ramon added that a leaner cabinet will also allow the Prime Minister and the Deputy Prime Minister to closely scrutinize each ministry. And he believes this will enhance the ministry and the ministry's transparency and accountability and boost public confidence in them. Tan Sri Ramon also said although almost all of those appointed were new faces and had no experience in administering a government, they held the advantage of being highly qualified professionals from various backgrounds. The marriage between an 11-year-old girl and a 41-year-old man in Kelantan is illegal because the marriage had not received the consent of the Sharia court as the girl was under the minimum legal age for marriage. Now, according to Deputy Prime Minister Datuk Sri Dr. Wan Aziza Wan Ismail, who is also Minister of Women, Family and Community Development, the man is now being investigated for sexual grooming, an offence under the Sexual Offences Against Children Act 2017.
Dalam hal ini, ianya menjadi tanggungjawab lelaki tersebut untuk membuktikan status perkahwinan tersebut yang sah kepada pihak berkuasa. Selagi tiada bukti dikemukakan, kerajaan akan menganggap mereka sebagai pasangan yang belum berkahwin. Hubungan dan interaksi di antara lelaki dan kanak-kanak berkenaan adalah tertakluk kepada pelbagai undang-undang mengenai perlindungan kanak-kanak.
Datuk Sri Dr. Wan Aziza was speaking to the media after holding a meeting with the Attorney General's Chambers, the Kelantan Islamic Religious Affairs Department, JAHIC, the Sharia Judiciary Department, the Malaysian Bar Council, social activist Syed Azmi Al-Habshi, and officers of child agencies in Putrajaya and Kelantan yesterday. Meanwhile, the Malaysian Bar Council has hailed Datuk Seri Dr. Wan Azizah's statement declaring the marriage of the 41-year-old man to a 11-year-old girl illegal. Following the latest development, its president, George Varugese, has urged the government to set up a commission to study the issue of underage child marriages and other cases pertaining to children. In a statement, Varugese said the Bar Council proposes that the commission should be headed by a person who has the power and experience to deal with the weaknesses contained in the Sexual Offences Against Children, or SOAC Act 2017. The proposal also involves the issue of lack of supervision within the juvenile justice system and the accountability of the various agencies handling issues related to children. Well, a total of 20 of Barisan Nasional and Sabah Star Assemblymen, except former Chief Minister Tan Sri Musa Aman, were officially sworn in before State Speaker Dato' Syed Abbas Syed Ali in Kota Kinabalu yesterday. And according to Sabah Chief Minister Dato' Seri Muhammad Shafi Abdal, the representatives from BN and several other parties were sworn in again yesterday morning in compliance with the state constitution.
Itu satu proses. Perlu ada permakluman, perlu ada pengetahuan TYT. Kena ada comar dia, ada dia punya wakil itu kuasa yang TYT turunkan kepada speaker untuk membolehkan speaker menguruskan dewan.
Speaking to reporters after the opening of the 15th Sabah State Assembly by Sabah Yang di-Pertua Tun Johar Mahiruddin in Kota Kinabalu yesterday, Datuk Seri Muhammad Shafi said that under the regulations for the State Assembly sittings, the swearing-in ceremony of the assemblymen must be held at the first meeting of the State Legislative Assembly. UMNO President Datuk Seri Dr. Ahmad Zain Hamidi has given his statement on the One Malaysia Development Berhad, or 1MDB's case to the Malaysian Anti-Corruption Commission, MACC, at its headquarters in Putrajaya yesterday. The newly elected UMNO President arrived at the MACC headquarters at 9:50 a.m. and left at 6:40 p.m. Datuk Seri Dr. Ahmad Zahid said he was asked to give a statement about the purported meeting between him and a representative of the Saudi Arabian royal family, which claimed to have given monetary donations to former Prime Minister Datuk Seri Najib Tun Razak.
Saya ucapkan terima kasih kerana mereka cukup profesional dan memberikan ruang secukupnya untuk saya membuat penjelasan, dan saya amat yakin bahawa isu-isu yang berkaitan dengan soal-soal yang selama ini menjadi persepsi pada rakyat akan dapat dirongkaikan oleh SPRM dalam waktu yang mereka akan tentukan berapa lama.
Meanwhile, MACC said that the UMNO president was called again this morning to give his statement on the alleged misappropriation of funds of the Yayasan Akal Budi. The 1MDB Special Task Force has frozen 408 bank accounts involving funds amounting to 1.1 billion ringgit, which belong to various individuals, political parties and non-governmental organizations, that's NGOs, on June 26th and 29th. Now, the task force said this also involved 81 individuals and 55 organizations that were believed to have received funds from 1MDB. In a statement released, the Special Task Force said the bank accounts which were linked to the alleged embezzlement and misappropriation of 1MDB funds involved almost 900 transactions made between March 2011 and September 2015. The statement also mentioned that a thorough investigation is being carried out to identify their involvement, and the investigation will be conducted fairly to all parties. Now, the statement further noted that the task force did not dismiss the possibility of more bank accounts linked to the 1MDB to be frozen in the future. Newly appointed Permodalan Nasional Berhad, or PNB Chairman Tan Sri Dr. Zeti Akhtar Aziz is firmly committed to ensure that the investment firm will increase its fund injections to drive the nation's economic growth. Now, the appointment of the former Bank Negara Governor as the new chairman follows the resignation of Tan Sri Abdul Wahid Omar on June 30th.
I'm very honored by the appointment, and I look forward to working with them for the sustainability of their performance, and as well as their contribution to the overall economy. I'm going to be meeting them for the first time this afternoon.
Tan Sri Dr. Zeti, who is a well-respected figure in the financial and corporate world, is also a member of the Council of Eminent Persons. She retired in 2016 after helming the central bank for 16 years and was regarded as among the world's best central bank chiefs by Global Finance in 2009. Adding to her sterling record, she was awarded the William Bill Seidman Award for Lifetime Achievement in Leadership in the Financial Services Industry for 2018 at the Asian Banker Future of Finance Summit 2018 at Amansama Palace in Beijing, China. 5 Chinese nationals were arrested by police in a raid on a luxury condominium in Johor Bahru, Johor over the weekend for alleged involvement in the Macau scam syndicate. In a statement yesterday, Johor Bahru South District Police Chief ACP Shahurinain Jai said the suspects, comprising 4 men and a woman, had made Malaysia their center of operations, but were targeting victims from outside the country. ACP Shahurinain said the syndicate's modus operandi was to call victims claiming to be a public official or a senior officer from a financial institution. And victims would then be told that they were being investigated by the authorities and asked to provide their bank account details for further investigation. And following which the scammers would use the victims' personal details to transfer money out of their bank accounts. And the suspects, aged between 22 and 40, have been remanded for 14 days until July 15th to assist in investigations under Section 420 of the Penal Code for cheating and Section 6, Subsection 3 of the Immigration Act 1959-63. And upon conviction, the suspects face a maximum jail term of 10 years and whipping and fine. In another development, ACP Shahurinain said Johor Police had also detained 4 men, aged between 22 and 23 years, to assist investigations into the snatch theft that caused the death of a senior citizen at Jalan Sri Pelangi in Taman Pelangi in Johor Bahru on Sunday. Well, he said they received a report about 5:14 a.m. concerning a 66-year-old man who had fallen after the sling bag he was carrying was grabbed from behind. Now, in a statement yesterday, ACP Shahurinain said the suspect tried to pull the victim's bag but failed, causing the victim to fall and injure his head. And the victim was sent to Sultanah Aminah Hospital, Johor Bahru, for treatment before being pronounced dead at 2:10 p.m. on Sunday. Well, CCTV recording of a nearby area revealed the identities of the 2 suspects speeding away from the scene on a Yamaha Legenda motorcycle after the theft. And all the suspects have been remanded until July 6th, and further investigations were also being carried out to find out if the 4 were involved in other snatch thefts around the city. The case is being investigated under Section 302 of the Penal Code for murder. Now, 2 people, including a student, died in an accident involving 3 vehicles at Jalan Air Pak Abbas, Alor Gajah Melaka Tengah Highway yesterday. In the 3:30 p.m. incident, the victims, Nurul Farizatul Huda Nur Afandi, 17, a student of Sekolah Menengah Kebangsaan Talib Karim, and Azlida Ahmad, 35, died on the spot. Now, Melaka State Traffic Enforcement and Investigation Department Head Superintendent Muhammad Sham Abdullah said the incident occurred when the bike they were on stopped at the Air Pak Abbas traffic lights alongside a lorry and a car. They then tried to slip in between both vehicles when the lights turned green before the motorcycle hit the left side of the car and both fell right in front of the lorry. Superintendent Muhammad Sham further added both the victims' bodies were sent to the Alor Gajah Forensic Hospital, adding that the case is being investigated under Section 41, Subsection 1 of the Road Transport Act 1987. And that's all the time we have for this afternoon's edition of News On 2. In our top story, Thai boys and coach found alive after 9 days trapped in cave. News On 2 will come on again with Renee at 7 this evening for more updates. Till then, I'm Amin Carlos, and thanks for watching.